You just tuned it in.
Global and worldwide.
Hitting you on the one with no delay. Because it's the Fighter's Voice.
The Fighter's Voice.
With your fighting host, Richard Ortiz.
And the formidable co-host,
Mr. Cole Escobedo. Remember, every fighter has a voice.
Fresno, California. We're live here at Mad Production Studios. This is Rich Ortiz with the Fighter's Voice, the only voice that matters, Knockout Podcast. We're going to have a great show for you today. Today, we're going to have a recap on last Saturday's top-ranked main event with Mr. Herring and Mr. Flores, Gabriel Flores. What is the correct way you say? Is it Jermell, or Jamal?
I believe it's Jamel.
Jamel.
That's what I.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because I was saying it wrong, but I heard other people say it that way. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Jamal Herring.
Yeah,
Herring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Simplify.
I do want to, simplify.
Semperfi. There you go.
Simplify. I did fall asleep at a red light today. I did. I'll blame it on the glare. I don't know if I got to clean the inside of my car, or is it the I don't know what's going on. I got a lot going on here, but
shining into the eyes put you to sleep.
Keep my composure. As you guys know, welcome back, Mike Ruther.
What's up?
Yeah. Co-hosting today, and you know what? He has a big surprise for you guys. We got a big surprise for you guys. Carol, the Cut Woman, is taking care of some business, and but business got to go on. Exactly. Carol, what's up? Boom. Now, I do want to say this. Cole Escobedo's going to be back tomorrow with the Fighter's Voice Kick-Ass Podcast. We got big LeVar Johnson at 6 o'clock. That'll be 6 to 7. Immediately following at 7 o'clock, we have the Avenal Kid, the WBC, the WBO super lightweight champion of the world, and that's Jose Ramirez, who gave me his word, so plan on having him here this Wednesday. I wasn't going to post it and unleash it, but hey, I am who I say I am, and here we are. We're going to have a fun show tomorrow, man. And
Champ's in the building tomorrow.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And I want him to bring those straps with him. Because, you know, he takes them to all the press conferences, so let's have him bring them in here, man. Might as well.
The champ for a reason.
The champ.
Oh, there you go, double champ.
That's right. The spider. Did you know he got a big spider in the garage?
That nice little red one? Yeah.
Nice little red one. My gosh. Ends are meeting good in the Ramirez's home.
Well, that's what happens.
All blood, sweat, and tears, though, baby.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go to Dallas and take it over there.
Oh, he taking it over. Hey, you know what I do want to see? I can't wait for him to come in. I want to see his shoe game now.
Oh, you know that.
Because when he was in L.A. and had that apartment, and I mean, he shared it with us, you know, it was promising. But right now, I bet you it's just undisputed.
You get another few million, of course.
Hey, man, you know what? He's living the dream, but he's paying the price. When I say paying the price, he's paying his dues, he's paying his everything, and it's very well deserved.
He worked for it every single
We got a
step
champion,
away.
man. We got a champion. And I say Fresno because, you know, Fresno adopted him.
And Josh Taylor better step up for that one. That's all I got to say on that.
Well,
I don't like the way he's talking after.
Oh, well, let him talk all he wants. Don't be surprised. No, wait, hold on a second. Don't be surprised if it's not Ramirez Taylor. It may be Ramirez. I just heard some other names because there's no guarantee Josh Taylor's going to defend and win.
No. Well, it's Ramirez Postal first, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying because I see Taylor could easily get beat somewhere down the line before he meets Ramirez.
Well,
because I see Jose putting in work.
The way he's looking, Taylor looks like he doesn't want to step anywhere near Jose. That's all.
Well, I mean, his team don't want to, and you know, hey, as far as the promotion team, they're going to stay in the UK. If not, hey, Jose will go down there.
Oh yeah, Jose, I have no doubt will go down there.
I know Jose will go running down there, just like Regis did.
But like I said, like I've been telling people is, if you want to show your champ, Jose, he didn't leave the U.S., but he went to Texas.
I mean, look at Jose. That fight on Super Bowl weekend in China.
Yeah, exactly. He's not fighting at home. He went to Texas to win the belt. He originally won WC in New York. He's now fighting all his fights at home. He's a great fighter before anybody thinks I'm just hating on Taylor.
I'm just saying, Taylor, I mean,
he needs to go outside as well.
Jose loves Fresno, but he loves the world.
Yeah. Jose went outside and fought. Regis went outside and fought. All these
Regis,
guys,
my man.
All these guys have gone outside.
I text him today, man. I said, what are you doing today? He goes, I'm getting on a plane, brah. Like, okay, man, that's all good. I said, safe flights.
He always goes on a trip after his fights. He always goes on a little vacation, so yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't help but love that dude. Everybody loves Regis.
He's a good dude, man. He's funny.
Christina was talking good about him. So was my man Maurice Hooker.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I want to see Maurice Hooker and Josh Taylor. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Well, it just depends. Well, maybe with Bomac, that's going to help out a little bit.
Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah. No, I see what happens. No, Maurice, we were hanging out this weekend, man. Nice guy.
He's a real good.
I cannot believe he's 140 pounds.
6 foot.
He looks like a legitimate middleweight. KP's a big dude, right, KP? Big dude,
He's a
nice
big dude,
guy,
yeah.
down to earth.
Oh yeah, he's a
That
good,
whole camp is sick,
oh,
man.
yeah. Bud and all of them, yeah.
Man, they
See?
just, hey, it's family oriented.
Yeah.
And check this out. I'll tell you a quick story about Bud. Bud Crawford, ladies and gentlemen. After the fight, he was texting, he was doing something. The minute they were all getting ready to take a picture, put his phone down, didn't finish his text, and boom, bounced over there, went and hugged Jamal
Yeah.
and Herring, and just let him know, man, I'm your brother. I'm right here.
Well, you can see it in the
That's real, bro.
In the weigh-ins, he's over there screaming at Roach's team, and still. So I mean, you know, he's got his brother's back. Of course.
No, and that's all real.
Yeah.
That's genuine love right there.
Like I said, that time when Jose fought Orozco out here, and the people started fighting in the crowd, Regis and Bud both put out their phones and started recording everything going down.
They're
At
fight
that point,
fans.
they were fans. Yeah,
They're fight
That
fans.
was-
They
it was
love
funny to me, yeah.
the sport of boxing, the
Exactly.
sweet science. One thing I do love, I want to talk about Jamal Herring and Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach came to fight. He brought every
Mm-hmm.
single thing into the ring, left it there, shook the champ up in the 11th round.
That was a solid punch, man.
It was a solid punch, but as a champion,
He responded.
exactly. He survived
and
the
came
round, came back strong, and what did you do when you're a champion? You win the championship rounds. I mean, he did great. Great ring general. I'm going to be honest with you. He's improved so much
Oh, yeah.
since winning that bout.
Yeah. He's improved since he went with Bomac. As soon as he went over there, he's
exactly
leaps and bounds.
Exactly.
That shows how great of a trainer Bomac really is. honestly.
Exactly. He's you know what? I'm going to say this right now. He's a dangerous fighter.
Oh yeah, he gives Burchell a fight,
Sit
and maybe he could possibly win just because of
Sitting
his skill.
down on his punches, doesn't take punishment, has that little swag to him. I mean, great jab.
Southpaw.
Southpaw.
yeah.
And no, he was making it happen. I was very impressed. Very, very impressed.
Jamal is one of the top fighters at that weight. I would love to see him and Cancio. I would love to see him and anybody at that weight. I would say Joseph Diaz, but they're good friends.
That's
same
all
Olympic
fine and
teams.
dandy, too. But you know what? You're champion of the world. Enjoy your championship. Defend it like a
he's-
true champion.
And then he's already got his next fight scheduled.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Jose.
Oh, yes, exactly. That's another brother right
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So
Yes,
there you go.
sir.
Look at that 2012 team. I honestly believe Joseph Diaz is going to beat Tevin Farmer. That's going to be four world champs at the same time.
Jojo Diaz is a beast.
He's
Fast hands.
and I think he's going to beat
He's
Tevin.
a talker, too.
Oh yeah, that video that they have out there of him and Tevin
Yeah.
going at it in LA was hilarious.
Well, not just that. He can handle himself
yeah.
behind the stick.
Oh, he can handle himself wherever. He's a great fighter.
There was a part in the I think it was the 8th round. They both traded jabs in there. They both traded jabs.
yeah.
You see Jose Ramirez become a fan. He's standing up. I mean, rooting for his. That's his brother right there. It was awesome,
And they're
man.
all. And Jamel's been ever since he's been with PBC and came over here. Regardless, he was always rooting Ramirez on. They were always doing the same thing for each other.
And like he says, he takes that Marine Corps, defending for his country, very, very serious.
And that
He lives
entrance,
it.
That entrance was
Oh my
freaking
gosh.
bad.
Oh my gosh.
That was beautiful.
Rick's
man.
smiling right now. Did you see what Rick said to Mayweather's dude?
Oh yeah.
He was, you like that entrance? No, you like the show?
To Leonard Ellerby.
Yeah, he didn't even explain it. He just said, you like the show?
Uh,
And then he has that little picture of him dropping the mic.
Yeah.
And I like it because when it's that little, what's that little thing, that Mimi thing, whatever
Yeah,
it's
the
called?
meme, yeah.
Yeah. But see, his is customized because that little Mimi thing is dropping, it's ball headed. It is so everybody knows it's Rick.
yeah. No, Rick knows what he's doing, man. Simple as that. He's like I told him, he's one of the best in the business.
He knows what he's doing. He does. He's playing Monopoly with life.
Exactly.
And he's having fun. Except he owns Boardwalk and Park Place right now.
He knows everything.
He's getting ready to put those red hotels
yeah.
on. He don't got them on yet.
Yeah.
He's got those houses.
He's got it all set. He's buying land on that to take over the whole spot.
No, exactly. Exactly. He's definitely. Oh, and you know what? I will say this out of respect. I heard from reliable sources, from the man himself, at one point they wanted Rick to promote some other big events outside of his area, and he said, "No, I'm concentrating on this area and this area only." I mean, so see, that's a lot of things that people don't know about him, and they need to respect it.
Oh, yeah.
After hearing that, I have mad respect for him for wanting to do that, wanting to stay here and give us the fans,
the
us
fights.
our area code 559, this whole area, big fights like we've never had them before. Prior to that, we had, gosh darn it, Mayweather fight with HBO.
Yeah,
I was there, man, and that looked like one of Rick's prelims. No, serious. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And it's crazy to think that Mayweather fight actually had Cotto on there as well.
Exactly. Yeah, Monumental Piles was walking around. George Foreman was walking around. On the undercard that didn't really get mentioned was Mia St. John took on Jennifer Alcorn.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of, I mean, Hall of Famers at the end of the day, if you think about it.
Absolutely.
And it was what it was.
Absolutely.
Simple as that.
No, exactly. And I remember I talked to Mayweather. He signed a baseball for me.
That's right.
Talking about some braces and stuff. He goes, "Hit me up, man, when I come into some money." It's a whole long story. I'll share that story later. But no, Rick did a great job promoting that fight. And I was thinking this particular fight, he's going to need some help. He's going to need he's going to need to pull a rabbit out of his hat. And sure enough, he did. Yeah. He pulled a big ass rabbit out of his hat.
He knew what he was doing the day that he had it. The fighter that he had. It's simple to do it.
Well, I mean, I'm glad being a part of his bucket list because I was there in attendance, and like he said, he promised. See, you know what I like about him is his feet are on the ground because he always has to get clarity. Or the one that he wants to impress the most is his mom.
Oh yeah.
And he's always saying, "Oh, okay, look, mom. Okay, mom. Look, mom. I bet your mom just says, okay, let me see you do this."
Yeah.
And she pushes him.
Well, yeah,
but Rick feels off that.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that when he gets that Bulldog Stadium, when it's probably going to have a line outside, probably people in the parking lot, people up on top of the dorms trying to watch over.
Exactly.
Simple. He'll do that just saying, yeah, Jose's going to be there, and then it'll sell out.
Something like
That's all he's got to do.
At that time, they'll say the undisputed completely with all 4 bouts.
Well, that's if Taylor ever decides to actually step up. Step in. I won't say step up, but step in.
I mean, I think he'll take the fight, except on a business standpoint, they're going to want to stay in the UK. They're going to want to make a few ends and let him do all that. Hey, Jose's playing by the rules. He's taking his mandatory, going out the country, doing what he needs to do, and come back, defend it like a true champion does.
There's fights that you shouldn't have to wait for, and that one.
Well,
because if they give it to Regis, I'll bet you that fight's already set up for the summer. Jose and Regis.
Well, okay, so you heard the same thing. Don't be surprised if Jose fights Regis and Regis not having a bout. They just fight because that fight needs to happen.
That fight's still there.
It will happen.
Yeah, that fight's still there no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and you know what? Jose likes to test himself.
Yeah. I mean, if Josh isn't going to step up, then let it go. I mean, but I think that Josh eventually he is a fighter. He's going to hear people saying, "Well, what do you mean you don't want to do it yet?"
Fans are going to demand that. I just don't want anybody to get stripped or some of this other bull crap.
I doubt that'll happen because they're both going to just defend against the
well, talking about that, hey, man, mad respect for Top Rank Boxing and Golden Boy Productions working together. I like that.
Well, they got – I mean, they know what fights need to happen, and they do it. So and they've done it for the last few years now without a problem. So keep doing it.
And Roberto Diaz, man, I mean, the guy is just a
legend right
extraordinaire. There. And he has that voice. When you hear that voice, you already know. He goes into mode already.
Yeah. That's like a mob man. Like a mob man.
No, it is, huh? Like a Mexicano freaking mob dude.
Just walks in like, hey, he's here. Just
he's making
stand up.
He's making it happen. I got mad respect for him. What I can't respect is all these so-called boxing fans. When he walked in to the press conference, they didn't even know who the hell he was. After I interviewed him, they go, "Who's that?"
Fans
Nah, homie, open your own black book. Do your homework. You say you're this boxing guru because you come on a radio station and talk about it in the morning, and you didn't even know who the hell he was.
Fans are media.
Oh my gosh,
super fans. There you go.
Hey man, super credential fans that. Never mind. Later with that stuff. Yeah. But no. Hey, he's a good guy, man.
He's done stuff for me as well. So he's a great dude. I got nothing but respect for him. I keep in contact with him a lot as well. So he's a good man.
He plans on coming on the show. He goes, "Richard, I'm on this tour right now, man. I just got to keep plugging away."
Yeah, I think they got a show Thursday, and then they're gonna have one Saturday.
Keep plugging away. Keep plugging away. But no, he's doing a great job. Show class. He's 100% behind his fighter, and I like the way Jamal and Lamont just show class.
Oh yeah, that's how it should be.
Completely,
respect each other.
Exactly. That's what boxing needs, and
try to rip each other's head off in the fight. After the fight, shake hands.
More of that in boxing because Top Rank and Golden Boy, man, definitely show class that night.
Yeah, and that's how it should be done, and I think that's how it's going to stay being done. I mean, they're top promotions in the world for a reason, and there they go.
The whole staff too, because they made it happen too, because they had to move around some maneuvers. There was stuff on the ground. There was parts everywhere. They had that camera that was just kind of like floating around. The one they use in the NFL, and that shot, Mark Davis shot a shot over the top. My gosh, that thing was beautiful.
That was
Not everybody gave him photo credit, but it was still beautiful.
Oh no, yeah,
it was a beautiful shot right there.
Mark's the top.
No, he is. He did. I prophesied over him. I said, dude, you're gonna shoot for Top Rank one day.
Yeah, and if it's not Top Rank, he's going to get for someone.
Come on, dude. He's the best photographer in Fresno.
Someone's going to
in
give
this
him
area.
something. Shoot.
But Mikey's wicked.
Oh yeah, Mike. I feel like Mikey could take a great picture with his eyes closed.
Dude, Mikey's the only one that could take 2 shots with 2 hands right here and use his spata and take another one. You know what I mean? A selfie.
Yeah. Now,
You know what I
Mikey's
mean?
a legend, man. That's simple as that.
And if you wanted to spice it, oh, there it is. Look at that picture right there. That is freaking off the chain.
Yeah.
Off the chain right there. That's a great picture, man.
Yeah, and it's funny.
Job well done, Mark.
On Twitter, a lot of people were out there talking about, oh, it wasn't no 10 or 11. It's like he almost did 8,000. There was a Bulldog game going on that night. There was other fights going on. Regardless, that's still a good number for someone that's not from
Stop
Fresno.
hating and buy a damn ticket and show up.
Someone that's not from Fresno on the card.
Actually, okay, you know what I will say? Somebody, and I'm not going to get into all this rumor stuff, but I had different people on the show. Somebody was at the show. They posted that they were there at the show, and they told me for a fact they don't care for A or B, but they were there.
Yeah.
So I see you there.
Well,
No, they were there, so that's out of respect.
Yeah.
And they posted, look, I'm at this event. And I'm thinking, what? I tried giving you tickets way back then, and you were like, nah, Charlie, I'm good, homie. I don't support this guy or this guy. I'm glad they put all their things aside and went to a great
Regardless, it's
event.
good, yeah.
It was a great event.
and think about it, that's you could say I was at the first Grizzly professional boxing
Yeah,
world championship
exactly.
fight.
Exactly.
Because there's probably going to be millions of them now with Rick going along the way as we go on. There's probably going to be maybe 1 or 2 every year. For all we know, who knows?
Well, hey, he put on a good show.
Yeah, exactly.
He put on a good show.
8,000 now, maybe
And I
10
do
or
want to
12.
thank Rick. Rick, thank you for those tickets. I appreciate that. Miles Harris, appreciate that. My boss, Bobby from Mad Productions, appreciate that. And just the ticket winners. I had a little drawing, gave them out. And 2 personal tickets I gave out to both of my cousins, their first pro event. And they were living. Co Escovedo gave some tickets out. And appreciate, used to give them to the Fighter's Voice, man. And they did not go to waste or go void. I made sure everybody was going and showing up, even the the ticket winners. One of them goes, well, we won, but I don't know if they're going to go. So I rarely ever do this, but, I kind of helped them out with some gas money, man. I said, no, you got to go, man. I don't want to hear a story like that. Boom, let me help you out. And they went. I'm not mentioning no names or nothing, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you ever need tickets because of what we talked about, come and see me again. I'll help you out, man.
Yeah. That was a great event, as we
Oh,
said.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Now, I will say I wasn't there. I did miss it because of other engagements that I had.
Mike, you're a boxing head and you missed it. No, I know you were just playing. Congratulations on your football team. Was it 7th grade or 8th grade?
No, it's the Pop Warner junior team.
Oh man, you know what? Hey, you got to be there for those kids.
Yeah.
You can't go all year with them and then not show up at the very
and
end.
that's exactly what I told him. I was like, hey, I have this going on, but I'm here with the team. So we went to the championship. Congratulations to you guys again.
That's right.
Undefeated season, 12-0. Did not play one
Why
home
didn't
game.
you email me that picture, man? So I could have popped it down to KP.
Oh yeah.
Well, you should have, man. I'd be putting it on the screen right
12-0. Didn't get one home game. Won every game on the
now.
road.
Hey, like Mayweather, 12 have tried and 12 have failed,
And they
baby.
absolutely failed. We only gave up 12 points all season.
Man, you running up the score, man. They don't like you guys when you show up.
Oh, no, we didn't run up the score. We stopped 35-0 before halftime almost every game.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Little kids going home crying and stuff.
Oh,
They're going home saying, Mom, what's a touchdown?
Exactly. But, no, I mean,
It was a great event, man.
it seemed like a great event. When I got home, it was probably, I believe, right when Flores was just ending.
Good time.
And and I seen his performance, and I seen the reviews there. But
I want to talk to you about that. Gabriel Flores Jr. Who running this? Who running it? Gabe, who running it? My man is hungry. I will say this. They came on the show that week, and they absolutely lit the show on fire. I got hot reviews when they were on afterwards. I got people still looking at it. I got people that put it on there, and they said, Richard, I started cooking. I played it over and over twice.
it's a good interview. It's real.
No, hey man,
Yeah.
Gabriel keeps it real, and you know what? You got to see a different side of Gabriel. Gabriel's growing up. Gabriel
Yeah.
Jr. is growing up,
maturing.
Exactly, and they're on the same page. That tandem is working, man. I got mad respect for him, man, and I felt like I got closer to their team because after you talk to somebody when they're in the ring, I was telling Gabriel Jr. after the interview, I'm kind of moving this way too, and I'm going, watch the right hook, man. He's trying to set you up. You know, keep that right hand up. What? No, I say, watch his left hook because that's all he tried to do. He was trying to bait Gabriel in to land that left hook, but Gabriel's jab was on point, man.
And that's what he's always. He started out with that jab. That jab has been great from day one.
That jab, that speed, making him pay, the lateral movement,
Oh, yeah.
just moving side to side, and that was complete domination. And I know people they want at this point, they want the knockout, they want to look pretty doing so. But at this age, I'm completely confident and comfortable with Gabriel going 8 freaking rounds because what did he? If you go 8 wins and you get 8 knockouts in a row in the second round, you're not getting no work, man.
Exactly.
He's getting work. He knows how to go the distance. And when he sits down on his punches, gets that man strength, he is going to be a dangerous fighter because he'll either knock you out or say, hey, Pops, this guy has a chin. I'm taking him the distance. Been there, done that. It's like clockwork.
Exactly.
And you got some people pointing the finger and saying, well, he's not this, he's not that, he's not. Well, dude, neither are you. You get in the ring. You get in the ring with him. You get in the ring with him,
He's
or
still
if
got
not,
grown man strength to get.
or if not, go get in the ring with his pops.
Yeah, he's still got grown man strength to get. He's got a lot of time to do it, so it's not a worry to me either. I know what he's gonna do, so it's fine.
Hey, man, and he still got that goose egg.
Yep. Exactly.
His pops was saying, hey, we still got that goose egg. That goose egg. It ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. So
Now, they put the work in, man. They got a great team. They were very respectful when they were here. Fun to hang around. Fun to be around. And, enough I can say about him. Oh, we are going to have his buddy come on the show. I believe his name is Izzy. I think he was telling me is Izzy. Izzy, I mean, inbox right now, Gabriel. Let's set that up right now, man. I mean, because he asked me, we're getting my buddy on the show. Absolutely. This is what the platform is for. And I've said, if there's anything we can do to help, if he believes in him, I believe him because they have good judgment when it comes to the sport of boxing.
yeah.
Let's talk about what's going on, man, with the Diaz brothers. Nick has now stepped up and said, look, you baptized my brother. You didn't baptize nobody. You want to try to baptize me, homie?
Let's go. Yeah. I'd still rather see Jorge and Nate again, but hey, if Nick wants to get in there, out.
Nick wants to get in the mix.
Yeah, well, I mean that post that Dustin put up to Poirier said Nick versus Jorge and Nate versus Diamond. So
Hey, we'll see what happens, man. All of a sudden, everybody wants to play matchmaker.
yeah, well, they know what the buildup would be.
I'm
great.
just glad Nick wants to fight again because
Yeah.
before he was just not in hiding, but just he was doing his time, so
he
to
was
speak.
Cool. He was just chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so-
Exactly. But I am my brother's keeper.
Yeah. At the end of the day, saying stuff like that, you're going to get a response.
no.
But and the way too, what a lot of people felt disrespected by what Jorge didn't mean nothing wrong with it. He's a fighter, man.
That's who he is, man.
Yeah.
He's not going to change for anybody. He's not going to change for Nate, Nick, or any of the or Conor McGregor. That's who he is. If he starts changing now, then he's changing his whole brand, his whole style, and everything. At the end of the day, they all do respect each other.
Yeah, exactly. And with Jorge, what you see is what you get. He's real. Love the fighter.
No, he is. But I like the fact that freaking Nick wants to get in and just mix it
Yeah,
up.
I
He
want-
don't care. He's a fighter.
Yeah, I want to see that again. I would love to see Nick fight again. Love it.
I want to see it.
If him and his brother are on the same card, even better.
You know what? Exactly.
And if the UFC's smart though, if they still want to be milking money out of Conor, don't put him in the ring with Jorge.
No, that dude's too big, man.
Jorge-
Okay, now I wouldn't mind checking it out at 155, but dude ain't coming down.
No, he ain't coming down.
No, and
No.
Connor's not effective at 170. I give him respect because he went and took the rematch with Nate at 170 and said, no, I want him at his weight, and fought a strategic fight, but he started to fade, and you could just see the size difference starting to take over little by little.
If he goes against Jorge will baptize him. I believe that.
Oh, that's right, huh?
three-piece.
Three-piece suit and a soda all-you-can-eat buffet at the MGM
man.
Ground, baby. He put a post on today, a sample from Scarface, man.
Oh yeah, that is hilarious, man.
That was a good one, man.
Yeah.
But hey, the cards fell where they needed to fall.
Yep.
But no, we got some great things coming up, man, for Fresno, California. I missed it. I believe on Channel 24 they had something with Richard Torres. Him and his dad were on there while I was at the gym, and yeah, he's still doing his thing, man. And he's using that negative that happened back then as a positive.
Well, hope to see him back soon.
Yeah, he's gotten over it, got that experience, and I believe he's going to be sharper and stronger than ever before.
Yeah, you learn from your losses like that.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
he took on a
He
professional
took on
fighter.
a freaking professional, full-grown man.
Exactly.
Which I don't agree with personally.
I don't either. A lot of people didn't like that.
No, not when it comes to the Olympics, man.
I mean, I get what you're trying to do, but come on, man. Let's be real.
Well, I mean, you know what? In all due respect, people feel the same way when we go and dominate in the NBA.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking, man, whatever happened to the Olympics, the non-pros, man. I mean, just
Yeah,
keep it
but-
or you're not going to keep it.
But the difference there
The
for
Cubans
me,
can do whatever they want to do, man.
But the difference for me when it comes to like basketball and all that, I mean, everybody that goes there is
Well,
almost
when
all
it's a
pro now.
contact sport, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
they
everybody-
play overseas, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, they're professional leagues that are sending
Don't
their
get me
players.
started, bro. Serious. Don't even get me started because let's talk about freaking World Cup. Half the dudes we have, they're not from the freaking U.S. We start poaching and grabbing different people, man.
No, well, a lot of those guys that we
well, they do it. They do the same thing in Brazil. They do the same
No,
thing.
well, the thing is, what they do with the Olympics now is these guys are all military kids.
I'm talking about the World Cup.
Yeah, but they're all military kids that are born in Germany, but their parents are military people in the U.S. So that's what they do. They just got this kid who's the same way. I think his parents were from Holland, but their military base was from here to U.S. But he stayed with the U.S. team. But that one, I don't see nothing wrong with that. If it's a military one, if you're gonna pull them out,
Don't call
from
it
there,
original World Cup.
no, but they don't pull the
Yeah,
players. Like that.
it is. I mean, I found that out when I went to Canada, man, and San Jose Sharks. Half of them were Canadians. Because I was thinking, man, when I went down there, I went to go see Maple Leafs against the Sharks, and I said, man, Canada got love for San Jose.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
And I was thinking they got love for the Raza. Ain't no Mexicans on the San Jose Sharks. They're all Canadians, man.
Oh yeah, well it's hockey. And
Hey,
then-
there's some big dudes
Yeah.
too. They're athletes.
Yeah.
They were, I'd see them. I go, hey, how you doing? They go, what's it all about, eh?
Yeah, but it's hockey, and then the thing is, there
And they
it's-
throw down,
Oh
too.
yeah, no, they do. But in hockey, it's just like NBA. Look at all the players now that the NBA has that are from Europe. Mm-hmm. So it's a
Very true.
worldwide sport.
Very true.
So
I was going to comment on. I saw something earlier. Al Tiburon, he's on vacation or something.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
He was swimming with dolphins today.
Yeah.
And I didn't have time because I was driving. I want to say a shark and a dolphin swimming together. My man, Andy.
out there relaxing, enjoying.
Oh man, no. I guess that was their honeymoon,
honeymoon,
because
yeah.
right after the fight,
Yep.
and you know what? He has a good woman, a good wife. He seems very happy, content, and you need to see more boxers doing things other than just stepping
Yeah,
in the
they-
ring. And when they share their, honestly, when they share their life with us like that, we need to be grateful and thankful.
Yeah, they're showing everything that
Exactly.
a lot of people don't. So
No, he's a class act,
Yeah.
man. Him and his pops,
oh yeah,
definitely. But there's some rumors spreading around, man. Some rumors spreading around.
always is.
There is. No, that's why I'm saying, Mike, what's going on, man? I know you get the 411 all the time. Lukey's supposed to go out. Lukey inboxed me today. Well, no, he texted me today. We're going to get one of his buddies on the show. And I just got to try to make it work because the date that he wants to bring some of his, but he really don't ask for anything. So when he does it, I'm going to make sure I accommodate him
Oh, yeah.
because he's a solid dude.
Luke's a good
One
dude.
of his fighters, yeah. It's just getting real close to Combate. And I'm going to talk more about that. Coming to Fresno, Combate America. Mike Aframowitz, man, you're making it happen. You're doing big things. And then he's going to turn around and go down to Stockton.
About
What is it, the 15th or the 14th? The 13th.
Yeah, about 2 weeks later.
In
The week
December.
after their pay-per-view.
Exactly. I'm going to start pushing that, promoting that, and make sure that we have him and his team on there. And because I want to bring some more, because I bring Aframowitz on the show, and I want to bring some more of his hardworking team. And I know they're busy, but I want to bring them on here because they make it happy. And they're adopting Fresno as their home.
yeah.
Because they're just not hit and quit and bounce.
Yeah.
No, they're coming
This
to
is the
Fresno.
fourth time in the year.
Exactly. Exactly. They put on great shows,
Yeah,
man. They do.
Yeah, they really do. They have
And
great
Campbell,
shows
man,
out there.
he's a crazy dude,
Oh,
man.
that dude's
Like to bring him in here all wired up.
Oh, that dude's
Well, how old
hilarious.
is he? Like 69? But still making it happen?
He's got
No, he
like
acts-
like a 21-year-old.
No, he
He's a great
he acts
dude.
like his favorite number 69. But I mean, he's just acting like he's 29. All that energy, man, and he goes for it. I like that. dude.
His
He's a
interviews
real
are the
dude.
best. Yeah.
I know we got to get him more sound bites
Oh
on
yeah,
that
he's
dude.
hilarious, man. El Jefe.
That's right. That's right. How much time do we got, KP? Because our clock stopped. Let me see. No, we got plenty of time. Oh my gosh, we got plenty of time. A lot of topics I want to talk about here. I'm gonna let you run away with this thing. I want you to go over, like you said, you're gonna go over the Canelo and the Kovalev, and you're gonna give another briefing on the Flores fight, and also Jamal Herring, his fight right there. Ladies and gentlemen, making the debut here today, tonight. For all you people that have been asking, it's finally here. The Fighter's Voice Español. Take it away, Mike.
All right, so Michael Reda, Fighter Voice en Español. Aquí estamos el primer segmento por ahorita y más rato la ponemos más. Primero vamos a hablar de Canelo y Sergey Kovalev. Gran pelea, no tanto acción, pero ya mirando después y repitiendo pues la pelea 2, 3, 4 veces, podrías mirar qué estaba haciendo Canelo. La estaba trayendo a Kovalev que se cansaba. Kovalev tiraba el jab. Cada vez que quería tirar el mano derecho, quería hacer algo con fuerza, Canelo le daba contragolpe, la cerraba todo lo que podía hacer. Y en el 11, pues ya miraste, la agarró en combinación, derecho por arriba, la izquierda a la oreja que le quitó la balanza y luego el derecho que mero la puso a dormir. Canelo en este momento, por mí, es el mejor peleador del mundo, número 1 ahorita, clasificado libra por libra. Y hay rumores ahorita que es el BJ Sanders que va a ser la próxima pelea. Si pasa, está bien, pero para mí, yo quiero mirar si es la verdad que Canelo pelea con mi amigo el Gilberto el Zurdo Ramírez, porque también el Zurdo es el mandator de ese título. A ver qué pasa, todavía hay mucho tiempo hasta el 5 de mayo del 2020 y hay mucho tiempo a ver. También la pelea del fin de semana, el Jamel Herring con el Lamont Roach, buena pelea, la hizo muy bien Herring. Sabía cómo quedar la distancia, usar el jab. Como dijo Roach después, que era un estilo que no estaba acostumbrado, es muy difícil mirarse bien, pero sí hizo también Roach muchas cosas bien. En el 11 round la tenía bien ladeado, por poco la tumbaba. Se acabó el round y Herring, como un campeón que es, siguió adelante y ganó. La puntuación de 117 a 111 estaba mal eso. Debía de quedarse más cerca de 115 a 113 como la miró uno. Era muy cerca la pelea, no debiera estar así como la dieron, pero era gran pelea. Roach creo que va a regresar y con esto le va a ganar mucha experiencia también por el que sigue. Pero felicidades a Jamel Herring, que siga adelante y a ver si puede ganar la unificación como quiera, un pelea grande como el que necesita él. También el Gabriel Flores en esta pelea hizo una pelea bien, muy táctica, peleó muy bien con el jab, como decimos hace rato, la usó bien, la quitó a distancia, nunca se metió como quería el otro, se quedó bien y como decimos, no lo noqueó, no lo tumbó, pero usó todo lo que quería usar. Y el muchacho es joven, es de los más jóvenes que hemos tenido en California, pero está enseñando todo, por una razón la habían firmado a ese contrato y va a seguir adelante. Creo que en un año o dos va a ser campeón y ojalá más peleas y trae un pelea de título a Stockton, California, de donde es, y ojalá podamos estar ahí también. Y otra pelea que quiero hablar es el Nonito Donet y Nai Inoue, el monstruo allá en Japón. Era un gran pelea. Yo me levanté a las 4 de la mañana para mirarlo y ni tenía ningún problema con mirándolo. Era un gran pelea. Y Inoue, mucho respeto, con el ojo quebrado, desde el segundo round siguió y nunca se dio. Nonito tumbado en el 11 y regresó con una izquierda contragolpe que la paró en los trajes a este. Y para mí, de chance, ese es número 5 ahorita, o mejor 5 de la pelea del año ahorita. Hay peleas que faltan el resto del año y también de chance el 20 de diciembre vamos a ganar Chávez Jr. y Jacobs. De chance va a ser buena pelea eso. Jacobs está subiéndose, Chávez está en un peso que está más cerca de él y si está en buena condición, ahí vamos a mirar un gran pelea en Phoenix también, a ver qué pasa ahí. Ojalá podamos tener a Chávez también igual, hablar con él un poco y a ver cómo sigue él. Por ahorita eso es todo que tenemos por el Fighter Voice en español y seguimos más a rato.
Ya estuvo, my man. Great job. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, my man. Hanley. That's Mike Ruther having it in Espanol, the fighter's voice, man. We do it in all languages, man.
Yes, sir.
And when Jose comes back from China, he's going to do it in Chinese. He is, man.
He said he's probably already.
I know Charles is.
He's already fought in China before,
Yes,
so
he
he probably.
has.
Already,
Oh, they love him
knows.
there.
Yeah, he knows it.
They love him
I
there.
believe they put the site fee up already for that one, right? That's probably what happened. That's probably why he's going there. They probably put up a good amount of money.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, actually, I heard that they were bidding for it, and
Yeah.
that Russia almost got it.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
heard
for
it. I
Postal,
heard
yeah.
it from the mouth himself.
yeah, from Postal, yeah.
Not Jose's mouth,
Oh no, I know.
but someone close to him.
Yeah, no, we heard that there was bidding out there, and China put up.
No,
a
they
good,
were bidding. Russia almost got that bad
And
boy.
China, of course, hey, take it.
Well,
Explore the world.
absolutely. And you're world champion.
Exactly.
You're not called California champion. You're
Exactly.
called
a world
champion.
unified world champion.
Exactly. And I'm looking forward to that. You touched a little bit about Jacobs and Chavez Jr., man,
Yeah.
and I want to talk to you about that. I know that Chavez Jr. and Freddie Roach had a long talk and had to sit down and said, look, it's going to be this way. And when I found out all the workouts that he missed leading up to fighting Martinez, because they didn't want to say Martinez, but we all knew that it was.
Oh well,
it
I mean,
was,
they pass it on around the world on HBO, you know.
Yeah, remember when he was
Little
eating that cereal with that
pink
freaking
underwear?
thong on?
Oh, man,
eating
pink
that
underwear.
cereal.
Training in his living room,
Yeah, he
moving couches
was.
around.
Yeah, he was, huh?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'm a big fan of Chavez Jr.
Yeah.
I took him over Canelo. I took him. I'm not giving up on him yet, ladies and gentlemen. And I love the fact that he's dedicated. I love the fact that he's in shape. But to take that long of a time off, it's going to affect you one way or another. But
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
still going to pull for him.
He fought in August, but it was. I mean, he knocked the guy out in one round, you know.
I mean-
but as what's been said is that he came up to Freddie Roach,
Yeah.
offered him a bag of money, and Roach said, "Nope, I want work."
No.
Yeah,
No,
so-
Roach don't care about money. He's
yeah.
turned down money. I've seen him right in front of him.
Yeah. So
He's
yeah,
not.
I love it because that also means that Chavez has to be taking it serious, or Roach wouldn't have worked with him.
No, exactly. I've talked to Freddie off camera where there's no media or something. I said, hey, would you ever consider training this guy? He goes, nope. How about this guy? Would you take this back? Nope. So for him to do so, he's a very forgiving person. You must have convinced him somehow, and I think most of all by his work ethic.
Well, yeah, and then the last 6-7 months, Chavez hasn't looked how he looked before.
No.
Yeah, he's still making his little videos of him working out randomly, but he looks in shape.
He does look in shape.
So I mean,
he's calling for that fight at 168. Now, if he wins this fight, rumor has it that him and David Benavidez are going to get in the ring. And David Benavidez is a monster. And I will say this, and I'll go out on a limb right here. I don't know if they'll make it, but if they do, that's going to be a very exciting fight. And I'm talking about Canelo and David Benavidez.
Yeah, that would be a great fight.
That would be a great fight.
I personally,
because Benavidez has the style to outbox you.
Yeah, I personally would first love to see Canelo and Sanders if that's going to happen.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
And then
Sanders is a monster, though, man.
Yeah.
That could be a boxing lesson given until something lands. You got to invest. You're going to have to slow him down right from the gate, right from the start. Invest in that body. None of this bobbing and weaving stuff.
Well,
because
it's going to depend on what Sanders shows up. Is it going to be the one that showed up on Saturday? Or the one that showed up against Lemieux?
You're fighting Canelo, so your ass better show up, because if the best ones don't show up, it's gonna be an early night.
Yeah, but it's like I tell the kids on my team, the moment you take one off, take a practice off, take a training session off, you don't go in there as fully. You could be studying or working your ass off all the way up until that fight.
Canelo is pound for pound the best in the world right now.
But Sanders could be working out on the gym all the time, but then old habits will show up. The way he didn't train all the way for this fight, show up in that fight, he could have a lapse and.
I was talking to Bud Crawford, and he said, who do you want to see me fight? Right? And I said, well, Canelo's never moving down, and, he's too big of a fight. He goes, no. And then he got off subject. He goes, no, Canelo's not moving down. He goes, mark my word. So anyways, as he was leaving, the very next day I saw him. 2 days later, I saw him at the fight himself. So I went up to him, and I said, remember you asked me about who I want to see? He goes, yeah. He goes, who? And I told him Danny Swift Garcia.
Terrence Crawford would annihilate Danny Garcia.
Well, that'd be a good fight, though. It'd be a good market. It'd be
It'd
be a good market.
But the fight would be nothing because Crawford would wipe the floor with Garcia.
Crawford is going to wipe the floor with a lot of 147 pounders. That's all there is to it.
But the thing
he has that tenacity.
For me, and this is no disrespect, but Danny Garcia is one of the most, to me, one of the most overrated fighters of this era.
Yeah, he has a very good left hook. I want him to stay in the mix because there's a certain fighter around here that I want to see him fight.
There's a lot of fighters that have good punches that don't mean that. I mean, Khan has great boxing skills, but he can't take a punch. I'm just saying.
Listen,
Garcia should have at least 5, maybe more losses on his record, and he wouldn't be there.
Khan and Jerry Cooney play freaking rock, paper, scissors. You know what I mean? And they want to just, come on.
Yeah, but see, I'm just saying Khan has great skills as well.
Jerry Cooney had pretty good skills. He just couldn't take a freaking shot.
Exactly. So Danny Garcia could throw a left hook and
I think Danny Garcia has a good chin. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, no, he could take a punch and he could land and knock out anybody in the world with that left hook.
I think he's reinventing himself. If it's ever going to happen, it's going to happen now.
Yeah.
Those 2 losses kind of woke him up a little bit.
Yeah, but after three giveaways that he was given as well, so he should thank the judges, send him checks every week.
But you know what? I do want to see that fight. I do, just because
it would be a great build-up because they fought in the amateurs as well.
Yeah, exactly, 2 times.
Yeah, that'd be a great. That would be a great build-up. But I think Crawford is leaps and bounds above Garcia.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, who else is close to Crawford at 147? Who else? Who would give
him problems?
Yeah.
So the only person I think that would actually be in the fight with them would be Spence.
I want to see him 100% clear. I mean,
cleared
and everything.
I want Spence when he comes back to fight somebody just to make sure he gets out of it and then go. But anybody that I think could give him a fight or at least be competitive is.
I think Spence will give him a fight.
Oh no, I think him and Spence. I don't even have a clear cut favorite.
Yeah, but I'm not going to hold my breath because it hasn't happened already.
Yeah, and then because of what happened with Spence, hope you're getting better. Sean Porter just has this style because of how Porter is a dog.
Well, exactly. And I will say this, okay? Everybody was talking about how, and I'm glad you brought this up, how Spence, he didn't look good his last fight. He didn't look good. Who looks good against Sean Porter? Tell me one freaking fighter that looks good against Sean Porter.
Cal Brook once.
Okay.
That was about it.
Yeah, okay. What has Cal Brook done since then?
He got destroyed by...
he got exposed a little bit, and you don't think that freaking war or just that pressure, that training camp? A lot of times, just not a fight that'll take a lot out of you. It's that training camp.
Leading up to it, yeah. No, exactly. And that's why it'd be Sean Porter, and in a name that a lot of casual fans wouldn't know is Ugas. That guy has a style that how you just said, who looked good against Sean Porter? In that loss,
Yeah.
Ugas went up.
Yeah.
And, hey, I would love to see it just because of his style.
There's only a few, but when those big names, when it was all for all the marbles, when it was on the table, he stepped up and left everything that he could in the ring.
Yeah.
And I give him mad props for that.
Yeah.
Him and his pops and his whole team and his faith and just his tenacity, man.
Yeah. So, but those are the only guys I think.
But
will
let's
fight.
not forget about, until this guy has beaten Father Time for the time being, and that's Pac-Man.
Oh, yeah.
And there's been discussion with Pac-Man and Mikey Garcia. I don't want that to happen. I really don't. I like both those fighters, and that's what's going to end up happening.
I think Garcia should have a fight, and should have had a fight between then and now. Just
I want Garcia to come down to 140s.
you're going from Spence to Pac-Man in the same weight, but
Nah.
after so long, and I think eventually it's going to be to where Garcia may not be able to drop down that weight no more because he's been around that weight.
I think Garcia can handle 140. I
Oh,
don't see 135s anymore.
No, 140, yeah, but he's been up at 147 now for so long.
Shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Shoot, you know what? Hey, Mikey Garcia and freaking Josh Taylor, baby. What's up with that?
Mikey Garcia will destroy Taylor.
Well, hey, let's make it happen.
Taylor wouldn't take that either.
Let's make that happen.
Taylor, to me right now, until he does otherwise, because of how we talked after.
Because there was talks that, and I was talking to Mikey, that if Regis was the fight, he would take that fight,
Yeah.
and Regis would love that
Regis
fight because
told
of
me
all the
before he would love it.
because of all
They
the
have
respect,
respect.
all the respect that
Yeah.
he has for Mikey.
It's just, to me, Regis would have.
You ask Regis, he says Mikey's badass, plain
Yeah.
and simple. Period.
Regis told me that before he even started the tournament that he would love to see Mikey. Mikey, I know, would take
There
that
it
fight.
is. I want Mikey and Josh
Yeah.
Taylor.
But Josh Taylor, to me, I mean, Josh Taylor, again, is a great fighter. He did win that fight against Regis. I will give him that.
Yeah, he did.
But after it, and what he said after it, oh, Jose's easier. Okay, well, then go prove it. Then go prove it. If you think so, go prove it. Go to the Bulldog Stadium.
Jose
and go
would
do
have
it.
massacred that boy.
Go do it in Bulldog Stadium. Well, no, go do it in the O2. Go do it wherever you want to do it, but actually put pen to paper and say you're going to do it. Don't.
You know when he says that, he's saying that because he knows he's not going to fight him.
Exactly. That's why.
He's not.
He's
going
trying.
to
He's trying
him.
to diminish
Okay,
Jose.
where the hell's Bone Jones? I'll rock his world. I ain't fighting him,
Yeah.
so I'll say all that I want.
He's just trying to diminish Jose, so
and
people think
that's
it's nothing.
the sad part. But the public's going to demand it. They're going to say vacate or fight.
Yeah.
Jose's taking all the fights that he has, 2 mandatories. He's going to take them all, handle himself like a true champion,
Yeah.
a true warrior. Because when he eventually packs up the gloves and puts all freaking 8 of his bouts away, he's going to say, I fought the best, didn't duck anybody, and did what I needed to do.
And you seen
and I
Jose?
didn't involve myself in a BS tournament at the time who didn't involve him or pay him for his credibility or what he's worth.
Yeah.
And I know Rick looked at those contracts inside and out and said, no, we're good right here.
Well, look what happened with Regis. They weren't paying him when they were supposed to. Regis pulled out because he was like, I ain't getting paid yet. And then when they're like, well, you're about to lose the final. You're about to lose one of the best fights of the year. Because
That was
you're gonna do it.
strategic, though, man. That was kind of BS, though, the way it happened.
Yeah,
and
but-
I respect Regis for going down there.
Yeah, but hey, again, Taylor's a great fighter. He's got all the skills in the world, but he needs to step up. Everybody wants to anoint him, but hey, I mean, yeah, he fought Regis, but okay, well now go fight Jose.
I like Regis. I just wish he'd keep that right hand up higher, man.
Yeah.
Little
And
chin,
you know what?
little
He
tuck.
I don't know if it just maybe had just a lapse during the fight, but I honestly think if had he just kept his normal way that he fights, he takes that fight easily. I don't know if he had a lapse or maybe something was affecting him.
I was pulling him from start to finish.
Yeah.
I really was. And, he was trying to win the fight, man.
Yeah.
It
And I mean
was
those
just had
last
to be
few
Josh
rounds,
Taylor that night.
Yeah, those last few rounds, he gave it to Taylor. He had Taylor hurt, but he just couldn't do it. But I mean, rematch it
boxing.
then, Taylor, rematch it. Let's go.
Well, that's boxing. Because here's the thing, and this is what I was telling people: had Regis won, that'd be easy money as far as that fight happening.
Oh, yeah,
that would happen. That fight would be easier. Now, as far as what's better for Jose's career is to go down to the UK, knock this man out, be worldwide like you want to be, and continue to proceed on your journey.
If it would have been Regis, Jose would have taken his mandatory.
I want to see Jose's dream fight. He's mentioned that to me, and I want to see that happen. I'm not going to talk about it, but
and you know what? I will also say this: maybe a year or two ago, maybe now, when the last time Jerwin fought here in Fresno.
Oh, German's a beast. I like.
Yeah.
Hey, German, what's up? Sean, what's happening? They're
Yeah.
always giving me props, man. German's an animal,
Yeah,
man.
so when he fought here, I spoke to Jose, but before that,
Oh, no, you were there when I was talking to him in the elevator.
Yeah.
Right? And I talked to him about that. He just, boom. He actually said it in an interview, too. But
yeah, no, well,
I won't push the issue.
When I talked to him, this
Yeah.
was before everybody was giving this name.
Yeah.
He said, I would love to fight Josh Taylor. He said, I'll shut that kid down.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about Josh. I was talking about his dream fight.
Oh, no, yeah, I
Because
know.
Jose's making those dreams come true.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, but
he got
he-
2 bouts out of the 4. Okay, so he's on the way to that dream. He got his dream car.
Yeah.
And he's going to get that dream fight.
Yeah, but he told me that then, and this was before the tournament. This was when they were starting to put. He goes, when Taylor gets that mandatory spot, he goes, I'd love to fight him. He goes, I will shut him
well,
down.
there's a sound bite that we have with Taylor, and we just don't want to release it just yet. We'll release it on
Yeah,
the way.
but
you got to
he-
do it strategically.
Yeah, but he said he wanted it, and that's so. See, so Jose called for that fight way before it even happened.
Yeah.
Taylor jumped into the tournament. Okay, he won, and now Jose was like, "Okay, let's get it done." Oh, it's the easier fight. Man, come on, man, come on.
That's just a way
We've
of
been
saying
in
you
this
don't wanna
game for
fight.
so long. I'm 30 years old. I know exactly what you're trying to do.
That's just a way of saying I don't want to fight you, my
That's
man.
what was it? Riddick Bowe with Lewis.
my
You know,
gosh.
man, go throw your belts in the
That
trash.
fight
if that's
didn't
how you
happen because of Riddick Bowe.
Exactly. He threw
Lennox
his-
Lewis was ready to fight.
feel. He didn't take that fight for a reason.
The closest he got to fight is when he hit up Lennox Lewis after he won the bout. Lennox Lewis had the headset on.
Oh, yeah, that's
but if you
right.
notice,
When
Lennox
he's-
kept doing this.
And
he kept doing it.
Riddick just kept walking by and
But what did Lennox Lewis say after he left? He said, "You know what? He looked great tonight. He looked
yeah.
spectacular because he's a true professional
Yeah.
and he has class."
he knew how he looked that fight. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. I mean,
And,
come on.
And look at Roy Jones with Tarver. Tarver called him out. Roy Jones said, "Okay, let's do it," and they did it 3 times.
yeah.
That's a true
So
champion.
what's up with X trying to fight him? Bernard Hopkins, baby.
Oh, that's.
What's up with the trilogy right there?
Oh man,
I don't want to see.
I don't.
that.
I hope that doesn't
I'm
happen.
a fight
but
fan. I mean, really, come on, guys. Let's
Just relax.
come on the show and talk about it, man. We'll make that
Just
happen.
relax. I love
Oh
you.
my gosh,
Bernard, one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Brad Goodman, mad respect, my man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Bud Crawford was there, and he told Bud, "Hey, you got to come on the Fighter's Voice, man." He was what? He was at his show. You got to come on here. You got a story to tell. Make it happen. I appreciate that
And,
plug,
and
my
Crawford
man.
has
I
a
do.
and Crawford has a great story as well. So yeah,
Crawford has a beautiful story.
yeah, love to see that. Love
You know,
him on here.
and I'm glad I got to talk to him again because the first time I met him in Vegas, and we were cool. It was during a fight, right before the fight, and after the fight, you know, he got to do what he got to do. I met him in Fresno, and maybe he was cutting weight or something. So you know, I just kind of kept my distance. I respected him, but this time around, man, he reached out his hand, his time, very talkative, and wasn't that right, KP? Completely different, man. And as a fighter, you got to know they go through different stages
Yeah.
of their career.
Stuff happens,
and
you
they
know?
do. But I do respect the fact that he had Jamal's back.
That's his brother, man.
I was like,
There
that's real right there.
yeah, that's his brother. He loves those guys. Yeah,
Man.
and
Oh, and hey, Jamal, I want one of those shirts, my man. I'll pay you on PayPal, whatever. Bro, they were sick. Those black ones with
Oh,
the
yeah,
gold
yeah.
and the red,
Oh,
white,
yeah.
and blue.
Those are bad.
Oh, man. Sport one of those with a freaking jacket over. Come
Yeah.
on now. Speaking of jackets, Gabriel Flores Sr. Hey, man, thanks for the hookup on those jackets, man. I'm going to rock those accordingly, man. And I'm going to hit you up because we'll be going down to Bakersfield for that Combate Americas, man. I want to make sure I link up with you there.
In Bakersfield?
No, I'm sorry. Did I say Bakersfield?
Stockton.
Stockton. I'm thinking of Ren.
yeah,
I'm thinking of Ren. Well, I will say this, okay? You ready? I'm going to put some pressure on myself. Bakersfield, I'm about to go invade you. I'm about to go take over Bakersfield. So that mic that somebody's holding, I'm about to grab it from your hand, join you, and maybe we could work together or what have you. If not, I'm just going to take the time, do what we do, and the rest will be history. We're going to take over Bakersfield.
yeah.
I'm serious. Because there's nobody doing what we're doing out there. I'm going to go down there, make the trip, and just give people a platform, let them feel the energy, and let them be interviewed like they've never been before.
Exactly.
Plain and simple,
Got it.
period, and have fun along the way.
Yeah,
And have
Always.
fun along the way.
always.
Hey, man, if you're going to piss people off, man, you might as well do what you love and not worry about them.
Exactly.
I really don't got time. I'm rooting for you. I'm working for you. If there's anything I could do to help you, I will. Honestly, I will. I don't know if there's much I can do for you or not. Just keep watching or something. I don't know.
Keep watching, keep listening.
I don't know. One of the two, man. It just amazes me. I'll let that go, man. But no, I'm looking forward to Jose coming on the show, and also big LeVar Johnson. I'm laughing because we shot a video today, and I'm going to give it to you tomorrow, KP. I'm going to give it to you later on tonight so we can run that tomorrow as a promo. I happen to be in the gym. Big LeVar was there. And of course, iron sharpens iron. No, I'm just playing. He was there, and we shot a video. And there's a part of the video where he's going, "What?" I want to see if I can send it. Can I send that to you real quick? Let me see if I can do this real quick.
LeVar's
Man.
got that.
No,
that
LeVar-
the
no.
Valor in what, January, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. That title shot. It's
Yep.
it's coming, man. And I should have thought about this, but you know, this is the rawness of our show. You're gonna trip out on this because you see the look that he gives me. It's raw and it's real.
That's a big
it's
scary-
100%
that's a
real.
big
No,
scary
he's a
dude.
big scary. He's a bad man.
Yeah. And I know he don't remember back when I was like 19 or 20, maybe even less. I was working at a
Oh, you
McDonald's.
should have had him talk to your football team, bro. He loves football. He
Yeah.
used to smash quarterbacks
yeah,
for a living.
Yeah, well, he drove through where I used to work at McDonald's. He drove through one time, and someone started laughing. They're like, "Dang, that guy looks like a fighter." I was like, "He is." I was
Yeah.
like, that's a pro fighter right
They
there.
The
They're
Rock
like,
just passed by.
that's what it looked like.
Yeah,
Big old dude just
he's
he
a
had
big
he
man.
was in a little car.
He's definitely going to have a part on the, and so are you. KP's putting that together as we speak. The Fighter's Voice, the movie, and that's really going to turn some heads and really burn some asses and just have some fun and just you know,
Yeah.
like Gabriel said, who run it? Gabriel Flores, who run it? My man. He's hungry.
Oh yeah.
We're hungry, Rich.
I can't wait to see.
hungry.
I can't wait to see that 10 round, 12 round when he starts taking on the guys, and I don't have a doubt in my mind that he's gonna be taking people out.
Hey, man, I've never seen a man with so much confidence in his son and in his team. And I say his pupil because at the end of the day, that is his pupil, his fighter. He takes good care of him, too, man. I'm loving that. I want to thank Christina Potcher for coming on to the show last week. Actually, the week of the big fight for Top Rank. And you got to remember, they're busy. I mean, she was honest. She goes, Richard, as soon as I get settled in the hotel, because I got a flight to catch and so forth, but her in Evan Corn, you made the time. You came to the studio. You got to see what it was all about. Yes, legends. And for Christina to come back a second time was awesome.
And what a lot of people don't even remember is Christina started off on the NFL Network.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
She's all around. It's not just boxing. She's all around.
Nah,
That's
she
legend
knows,
right
she knows
there.
what she's talking about. She's very smart.
Yeah.
She hits her words, her vocabs, her verbs. And I was talking to her last time she was on the show. She's not afraid to say, "Oh, my bad," and just go on.
Yeah.
And that's accepted now, as opposed to, okay, you got to read it completely. You got to be this person. Oh, did you pick it up? Okay, check out this video right here. I hope you guys enjoy it. But we're going to reshoot it again and put the logo on it. This is just raw.
Rich Ortiz here with the Fighter's Voice. As you see, I got Big LeVar Johnson to be joining us on the show tomorrow. I just went 3 rounds with the big man, took his best right here on the chin. Tomorrow he's going to take my best on the chin, only on the Fighter's Voice Knockout Podcast. What's the show?
Voice that only matters.
The Fighter's Voice that only matters.
That's right.
Voice that's knocking out the competition. It's a wrap. Oh, none of that. Thumbs up for Richie.
That's what's up right there. We're going to re-release that, man. But that was just shot today. That was raw right there. You know what? I said none of that because he tried to show me an Eagles tattoo. I know my team's struggling right now, the Cowboys, bro, but you going to throw that on me right now? He did. He did, man. He made that happen, man. And it was cool.
Struggling, huh?
Nah, we are struggling, man. But you know what? Hopefully we'll finish okay. What's going to happen is that game's going to come down to Cowboys versus the Eagles. It's going to come down. It's going to come down to something right there. And LeVar hit a good point. He goes, "We're going to beat the Eagles next week. Either that or piss them off. So when you guys play them, listen. Either way, they're going to get pissed. Just soften them up for us a little bit right now. We need all the help we can get.
Oh man.
What do we got? Oh, we got plenty of time. Mike, man, you lit it up today on fire. You made history today in the Fighter's Voice as far as taking it to another level. We're going to adopt that. I know the fans are going to have mixed reactions, and that's going to be great. And we're going to continue to bring it and have you pop in. Even when Cole's talking about MMA, you're going to get all the MMA news and let them know completely. Boom, it's going to be a part of our segment. But you know what? Again, there's nobody doing what we're doing. Oh, we got a big, you know what? We got a big compliment today. I wish I can, I don't want to take a shot of that. But no, let me see. This is from, gosh darn it, let me pull this up. Here we are, man. Oh, Chief Dyer. Let me see. What did he say about this show? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay. This is what he said. He said, "You have an incredible program. You and Cole should be on ESPN. Very entertaining." I said, "Thank you, sir. You can make it better. Look forward to you coming on." Because, he is going to come on the show. So that's going to be great right there. But now, just for him to say that, and he's talking about he saw the show when Christina Potcher was on there.
Okay.
So he loved it. He enjoyed it, man. And the man knows his boxing. He's a fan.
Oh, yeah.
And he watches it. He loves it. And then we're going to talk to him about, making that mayor run and his whole journey and the responsibility that he has and just him being a boxing fan. What does he think about Fresno as a whole? So that's going to be a very exciting show. I look forward to that. And, hey, man, all the big boxing fans, we got to make sure we give them a platform.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. And, 2020 is going to be big again.
Oh, it is. It is. And it's all about getting that bigger platform, and that's what we're working on. We'll be relocating, and then we'll eventually be relocating in higher platform, and but we're doing good right here, man. I appreciate the show because not too many people can say they have a show or there's a part of a show, and I'm just glad we are, and we're taking it from ground up. We got a great production team here. We have a great boss who believes in us, and a great co-host, and Co Escovedo's fire, and he's contagious, man. He's been posting things. I guess he's back in the gambling room again.
Oh yeah.
And
So
that's
his
where he's
game
the
today.
best. There's where he's the best at,
Yeah.
just making it happen right here. But no, listen, Combate America, the 22nd, we'll be giving out some tickets. So again, you got to subscribe, man, because every time you subscribe, your name's going to pop up. That's the way to win. Subscribe to the channel, www.youtube.com/thefightersvoice. That's www.youtube.com/thefightersvoice. Your name pops up. I'm going to leave a little message. You leave a little message to me, and I'm going to be picking some winners, man.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it.
And Combates always has a great show. So
And those of you that I gave tickets to, it's okay to say thank you, man. I mean, it really is. My gosh, man.
Like if
What's
we-
that Spanish word? No vergüenza, man.
like if you owe him something.
Like, dang, I'm serious. And I don't mind giving them out, but I like to share the
Yeah.
love, man. You know, I really do. How about Rich? I enjoy the show. I subscribe to the show. Half these guys don't even subscribe. I'm just keeping it real, man. It's just like when you have a barbecue party.
Someone
They don't,
shows up.
they don't bring nothing, but they
Anything.
leave with 3 platos. Come on, with foil paper.
You gotta
Come on,
can I
man.
get an
Show
extra
some
drink?
love.
Can I get
Yeah.
an extra drink?
Exactly, man. And I understand helping people out every now and then, but
Yeah,
anyways, if I didn't keep it real, I just wouldn't keep it.
exactly. And that's just how people are these days. So hey, take it.
No, you take it or leave it. But one thing I do want to take is I want to take that red spider Jose has. Oh my gosh, that is an animal.
Oh, that's a nice car, man. Yeah, when he posted that up, I was like, man.
That's a fire engine
Yeah.
red. He shot this bad picture where he's just chilling. He has both belts
Yep.
on.
Right in front of it, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, that was Mikey and them were out there at his house too. You know they loved it.
Oh, Mikey and them went out. Oh yeah, definitely,
Mikey
definitely.
was posting up all those pictures.
Yeah, no, that dude's he's very talented, man, and he's making a good living for himself.
Yep.
He really is. But no, and I want to thank Lee Samuels for the very kind words. Lee, you know what I'm talking about. I appreciate that phone call. A 5-minute phone call turned into almost an hour. I appreciate those fine words, that advice, and just the belief that you have in me. And I'll take those words that you said. And yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
We will be on a higher platform. I appreciate that, Lee, so very much.
Lee's
Bud
Hall of Famer.
Crawford just being cool. Yeah, Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer, man. He didn't have to call.
He deserves every piece of it. Too.
No, he is such a nice guy. He is such a nice guy, and Evan is all business. You
Evan-
got to be careful when you go up to him.
Yeah, Evan is all business, but if you know him, man, that dude is hilarious.
No, he's a cool dude, man, and he took care of me and KP and gave me some advice next time when you fill out those credential requests.
Yeah,
man,
he's funny with
because-
that. Yeah.
No, he is, but he goes, "Where's your guy at?" And you know what he said? I go, "He's up there." He goes, "You blanked up, Richie. Next time do this." I go, "Okay."
Yeah.
That's what he said, but we made it happen. He took care of it.
Yeah.
And we were there to get the scoop that we needed to get. I want to thank Grizzly Stadium, all the people inside there, and just making it happen, man. Making it happen. Now, I did say this. You know, that doctor that we have around this area who's a UFC doctor, right? I wish I could tell you on camera because he told me exactly what he would do, but I don't know. I don't even know if I could bring it up. I don't know if he can go on the record.
Probably
he had
not.
his views about the Nate Diaz stoppage. I will just say that, and I'll leave it there.
And
I'll
he
leave it alone.
will say he's in the majority. We'll leave it at that.
He knows what he's talking about, man. And he
No,
talked
that's-
about also being on the show right now, man.
Yeah, that doctor in that fight. That cut to Nate Diaz is like getting a scratch on on your arm.
Well, there was a fight before, that female fight.
Oh, Marlon Espinosa and Estrada.
Yeah.
That cut was horrible, man.
it was.
I mean, I was sitting there, we're watching that fight. My nephew was there, and I don't get grossed out by cuts. On that one, I kept turning my head whenever they showed her head. I was like, man, I'm not looking at that. Once I started seeing white, I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I rarely do that, but that one that was nasty, and I was like, I don't want to look at that cut.
No, that was a difficult cut. And I got a message for you, KP. I talked to Mikey at the fight because he was getting ready to catch a flight over there, and I told him about us going down in December. He said, yeah. So we're going to go down there, myself, KP, and our PR person, and make it happen, man.
Well, Mikey?
Smaller is better.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. This was with, did I say Mikey again? I'm sorry, I meant Robert. And then I called Robert Mikey, and Mikey Robert. That's all right. Mikey's
don't-
gonna
they
make me.
don't-
Mikey's gonna make me pay.
Mikey's going to turn you into a punching bag, man.
Mikey's gonna make me pay, man. I'm even afraid to let that job go. No, I'm not afraid, man. It's gonna.
Right, he's going to be like, you know what, Rich, come in the ring real quick.
Hey, it was his idea. He said, "Hey, we'll shoot a segment." I'm gonna take him up on that.
And he's going to say, Rich, come in the ring with me real quick. Here's your segment, right?
No. Well, that's the plan. So we're gonna go do it, man. And I'm trying to win that bet too. I got 3 more weeks. No, actually, I got 17 more days. 17 more days. I took that 6-week challenge, and I'm gonna win it, man.
Let's go.
I am, and it's gonna get me over the wave,
Yeah.
and then put me where I need to be. And yeah, that tuxedo, I got to be able to button those buttons, man. I do, really, man.
You want that popping off while you're up there?
No, it does happen sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
man. Because I
I've seen it.
remember I did for Alamon. I did a show one time. It had nothing to do with the buttons or something. I guess my belt, man. My belt just snapped. Just boom, it snapped. So I told Frank, hey, do you have anything? And he goes, no. I go, how about a lace for a glove or something? Dude didn't even give me a lace.
Oh, man.
So I had to get some tape and just put it right here, but I was kind of holding it in the mic right here. I was holding both mics at the same time, and I just, man, it was real talk because I didn't want him coming down. Can you imagine that? No, we can't have that.
Oh, right. Yeah, so I went to the fights this weekend, and
Yeah, I went to the fights, and I saw more than I bargained for.
I
I saw another microphone for no reason.
I know the
and
girls
shouldn't
go out
have
there.
did it.
I know the
Nah,
girls
nah.
go out there showing more, but I
No,
didn't know
but
they were going to
serious-
have ring card
hey,
guys.
no, man. So I always make sure of that. I always make sure, getting a little too personal. That I wear black underwear when you wear those black pants because of zipper or something.
Breaks
and in
out,
that case, it was the belt, and those pants were loose at the time. And
Well, I've seen where it was a fight in LA when I went to go out there. I just went out there actually as a fan.
Yeah.
The guy's button at the preliminary, not the main
Yeah.
card, but the preliminary. His button
Yeah.
flew off.
Oh,
while he was
did
up
it?
there. Oh man, but you could tell he was nervous. I want to say it was probably like his first few fights.
Oh, man.
But he was up there. He was like shaking, and you just seen it right when he started talking. It just flew off because
man.
that thing went from closed.
I
up
don't even
to
want to
open.
laugh or anything because that could happen to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you think about it, but then it's like, man, that sucks. He was just trying to make a good impression, but it just looked funny because he's talking and you just see the pop right open. You can see all the little neck right here. But he did a good job. I mean, I will say that. I won't put his name out there just out of respect, but he did a good job out there.
Yeah. I want to say what's up to Lance. Lance will be coming on the show pretty soon, and I want to talk business with Lance. I also want to talk to Aaron. I'm talking about Grizzly Fest. Aaron, you know what I'm asking you? I'm asking you, Aaron. I think we'll make a great team together. And, yeah, he knows what I'm asking. I'm going to put pressure on him, man. I'm going to show up at his house. No, I'm not going to do all that, man. Hey, man, it's a great show for you today, and appreciate you standing by, being fans, being followers, being supporters. And when you see Mike walking around, man, let him know you appreciate him with that tongue right there, man. Just kicking the verses in Spanish, and that's something that we want to give you, the viewers, the fans. We don't want to be a show that only reaches a certain amount of people. We want to be able to touch lives, change lives, and that's only a sample because in 2020, we're going to be going an additional show that's going to start off a half an hour long that's going to be completely 100% in Spanish. So, hey, I'm Rich Ortiz with The Fighter's Voice, the only voice that matters. We're simply knocking out the competition. Make sure you show up tomorrow from 6 to 7. We have Big LeVar Johnson, who'll be competing in January for a title shot. Title shot. Did I say Shar?
Yeah.
Title shot for, I was going to say LeVar.
Valor.
For Valor. Yes, exactly. For Valor, bare knuckle boxing. And then we have the Avenal Kid himself, Jose Ramirez, the WBC, WBO super lightweight champion of the world, will be in studio. And I told him to bring his mom and dad. I told him to bring his dad, too.
Bring everybody out here.
Bring
Bring the
everybody.
belts. Bring the spider.
Bring Rick. But I want Rick to sit down over there because the interview's with Jose.
Yeah, we want the spider out here.
No, come in the spider, man. If so, we'll get some cameras out there.
Right?
Right? Anything,
Just
Mike?
Just keep watching. We're here, and Spanish show's coming up, guys.
Oh,
Be
it
ready.
is. It is.
Be
Hey,
ready.
as always, it's a wrap here in Fresno, California. Thumbs up for Richie.
Never down for the count. It's just another wrap. Thanks for listening to the Fighter's Voice Radio Show. Catch us again next week.
Same when, same how.
And always stay connected to the Fighter's Voice on social media. So, on behalf of special guests and the whole crew right here at the Fighter's Voice Radio Show, saying see ya next week, right here on the Fighter's Voice.